Hi, everybody. It's Sandra from the Funky Pickle Thrifter. Thanks so much for coming to my What Sold on my eBay page this week. I've been selling on eBay since 1998. I have 3 different eBay IDs, but the only one I talk about here is the Funky Pickle store. All right, we don't offer free shipping, so I think in one instance we actually did this time, which is rare for us. And if anybody watching this video bought anything, thank you so much for that. I really, really do appreciate it. All right, I'll be right back. First up, I sold 4, I think, vintage Sears girdles. I think these are from the 1990s, maybe the 2000s. I'm totally in the money on this whole collection, and I sold these for $22 within about 30 minutes. Somebody wanted to buy all of my remaining Zodiac keychains. So that's what this auction is. I did reserve it for them. I can't remember how many there were. I was selling them for $10 each, no problem, but I was really happy to be getting rid of a bunch of them at once. Maybe I had 11 or 12 or something like that, and I offered her free shipping as well. So that's the end of the keychains, at least the Zodiac ones. I do have other ones still. So I sold all of those together for $90, and that was really, really a great price. These have been such a great moneymaker. I got a whole box of them at a yard sale for $3 or $4 or something like that. So really, really in the money on these very cool items from the 1970s. A couple of months ago, I bought a large collection of dolls and yarn, and that's what a lot of these items are going to be today. So this is called a Jean doll. It's by Ashton Drake. This is a very collectible thing. I knew about it because I actually have sold them before. She was really big. I believe this was a 16-inch doll. She came in her original box. I believe that is signed right there by the maker. I think those were all signed. And it also included a little evening gown like that. Isn't that cute? I had this up for a while for like, I don't know, $50 or something like that. And because it was a large item, I think I reached out to the person and said, would you like to have it for $33 kind of thing? And they did. This one was missing one shoe, which probably hurt the price a little bit, but totally in the money on this item in the box, not new in box, but in excellent condition in box. And I sold it for $33. Here's another doll from that same haul. This one was new in the box. This was a Native American doll, and this doll is called a Betsy McCall. I did sell a few Betsy McCalls this week. Now, I don't think I did sell it for 60. I think I sent them an offer, so I think I maybe sold this one for 40. Totally in the money, and this was another big item, so I was glad to get it out the door because I don't have a lot of room at my house, and I sold this one for, I think, 40. I sold these right away. I can't remember where I got these. I think I may have paid $1 or 2 for these at a yard sale or something. So the name brand here is Savvy by Swarovski. Really beautiful clip earrings. I think these sold within an hour, and I realized the price was kind of low on these. They originally sold for 40, but that's completely fine. So sold these earrings for 22. I'm not exactly sure where I got this 10-karat gold pendant. This was solid gold. I think maybe my mother got this one in one of her gold hauls. I really can't remember, but it's signed MA, which stands for Michael Anthony, and that was sold on QVC or HSN, 1.2 grams of gold, a nice size. This took a long time to sell. I was really surprised because I think it's very swirly and cool and fun, and it says love, as you can see. Sold that one for 60 bucks. I got this Heat Miser Snow Miser at a yard sale for $2. You might remember this. This came from, well, it was featured in a movie called A Year Without Santa Claus. It was a made-for-TV thing. I think it was Rankin and Bass. I could be wrong. But you can see it was the Heat Miser on one side and the Snow Miser on the other, right? I'm Mr. Heat Miser. I'm Mr. Sun. Who remembers that? That was cool. I love that song. I love that show. One thing that you find with these sometimes is that this water is cloudy and brown, but in this case, it was nice and clear. Great profit on this one. Paid 2, sold it for $54.99. I got this bottle of perfume, I think for $1 at a yard sale, and it is by Dana. I have sold perfume by Dana before. How do you say that? Lutece? I'm sure that's not right. This is the old formula. It's good when you buy cologne or perfume that's the old formula that has been discontinued. It just smells a little bit different, I guess, made with different ingredients than the new stuff. So paid $1 for this one, sold it for 25. I'm the original owner of this Chanel lipstick. I can't remember now where I bought this. Maybe Lord& and Taylor or something like that. But this color, Ibiza, is not in production anymore. So if you ever see Chanel cosmetics, you know, they do change their colors and then people will come and pay anything. Of course, I lost money on this. I can't remember. I don't really remember what I paid for this, but I don't know, probably $45 or something like that. But yeah, I didn't really like it. So sold this one for 20. I dabble in video games just a little bit here and there. I'm not really an expert on them, but I happened to be at a yard sale and there was a college age guy there and he just happened to be bringing these out. And I was the only person standing there at the yard sale. So I knew they weren't picked over. He had a stack of maybe 10 or something like that. And he sold me the whole stack for $10. So this is the first one I sold from that kind of bunch. So I sold this one for $15. This is Rock Band 2 for the Xbox 360. This one was new and sealed. So I did buy it now for $15 on this one. I love Hallmark ornaments. I think they're so much fun. And I picked this one up for $1 at a yard sale. I thought it was really cute. Of course, Looney Tunes, Peanuts, Wizard of Oz. That's really kind of some of the collectible stuff, Star Wars, you know, Star Trek, that kind of a thing. Paid $1 for this one, sold it for 10. I did a buy it now on this item. I probably priced it too low. Not really sure, but it did sell right away. So this was a paint by numbers. People love doing paint by numbers. I know I really, really used to enjoy it when I was a kid. But this one actually lit up also. So you put batteries. See, I think there's lights in that cabin and also in his lantern. So how cute is that? I think I may have paid $2 for this one at a yard sale and I sold it for 30. Here's another doll from that estate sale. I am completely in the profit on that sale. Now, this is quite rare. It was a limited edition and this is beautiful. It's also very, very large, 16 inches. That's a very big doll. She was in really nice condition. Isn't she gorgeous? I love it. Hand signed by the artist. So Helen Kish, her stuff has all hand painted faces. Look at that face. Look at the eyes and the lips. So awesome. So I had this one up for $200 for maybe a month and a half or probably more like 2 months, I guess. And I had a bunch of watchers. So I sent out an offers to people. And maybe I put it too low. I don't know, but I think I just dropped it to 120 or 125, and that's what I got for it, which is fine because I am in the profit. So sold this one for either 120 or 125, pure profit. I sold this one within a couple of hours too yesterday, and this was like kind of a goof. And what happened was I listed this, and for some reason, eBay had automatically populated the shipping field as media mail. I didn't do that. I'm telling you, I didn't do that. And eBay actually let me list the item that way, which is super annoying because if you don't have certain things filled out, you get the red box. Oh, we can't list it because of this or that. Yet they let me list this one as media mail. That's why it sold so fast. And of course, the person like lives 600 miles away from me. So I had to pay $16 or $17 for shipping, which is still fine because I paid $1 or $2 for this really cool kind of 1950s, 1960s Joseph music box. And I sold it for 85, as you can see, but I did, yeah, I don't know, kind of weird, right? It's in really nice condition, still had the sticker on it. And when you wind it up, it went around and played I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus. Cute item on that, really great profit, not complaining, that's for sure. I got this sterling silver item at like a jewelry kind of antique store thing. And I think I may have paid $40 for it. I kept it for a while. I wore it a few times, and that's why I decided to sell it. It is by a designer called Ilaria, and I think this is very unusual. And I think, hmm, I may have only broken even on this because I think this was another one that had watchers, and I think I sent an offer to them. So I think I may have sold this one for $30. So yeah, probably lost a couple of bucks, but I got my enjoyment out of it. Cute item. I buy needlework kits and cross stitch kits sometimes. They used to sell very easily. Now it's a little bit more difficult. But this one I thought was really beautiful, and that's what I base my decision on. This was a dollar. It was brand new and sealed. It's by Needle Treasures. This is really cute. There's no place like home. That's a really sweet item. So I sold that for $16. Belt buckles are pretty good sellers for me, and I got this one for a dollar at a yard sale probably a year ago or so. So this one took a while to sell. I was actually just getting ready to take this out of my box. Like I was going to bring a bunch of belt buckles to an auction, like an in-person auction, and sell all of them. So I'm happy that I sold this one just in time. Paid a dollar, got 12 for it. Here's another Xbox 360 game from that kid who had the stack of games for $10. This was new and sealed, Rock Band 3. And I just did a buy it now on this one, sold it for 55 bucks. I got this brand new Joseph Abad wallet at a yard sale. I paid a dollar for it. I was unsure if it was valuable or not, because I don't like to buy things for a dollar or so and sell them for 10 just because I don't have time. I'm trying to, get the bigger ticket stuff up, like, well, not necessarily bigger ticket, but, like $25 and up is what I usually go for or try to go for. But I had no idea if this was collectible or not. So when I got it home, I saw that it wasn't really going to sell for that much. So I decided to just put it up for the 10 bucks because it took me just a couple of minutes to do. That's why I did it. So it was nice and easy. If this was something like a cookie jar or a lamp and I paid a dollar and I was going to sell it for 10, I would definitely donate it because that would be too time consuming and stuff like that. So not bad. Paid a dollar, sold it for 10. I'll take it. Here's a vintage bottle of Shalimar. Some people might remember this one. I do. And I actually have another one too. This one is number 685. I just put this one up the other day. So I sold this for 20 bucks. I can't remember. Well, I know I'm totally in the money on this one because I got this with an underwear haul and oh God, all other kinds of stuff too. So I'm totally in the profit on this item. So I sold this one for $19.99. I usually buy stuff by philosophy. I think that they don't have a store anymore or they don't make this anymore. I think that's correct. Or maybe they just have a website now. But I think in any event, they don't make this anymore, this gingerbread house. This was out of production. That's what the OOP thing means. So this is just all kinds of great body lotion and hand lotion and stuff. It was new in the box, but the box did have some issues. It wasn't in perfect condition. I think I may have paid either $3 or $5 for this and sold it for 30. Here's another needlepoint kit. I bought this one for a dollar in a thrift store. It was open, but it was complete. And I thought it was really pretty. Again, hoping I was going to get 25 for it or up, but it wasn't the case when I got it home. Very, very easy to list. Sold this one for 10. I'm not sure where I got this Whispers CD. I think this may have been part of a large haul of like a lot of really kind of special CDs that I got not too long ago. It's a love thing. Don't make me sing it. It's a love thing. I love this song. And I think that may have been their only hit. I'm probably wrong about that. Some of those may have charted on the R&B chart. Paid a dollar for it, sold it for 12. Cool CD. Here is a lot of yarn that I sold. I'm not a yarn expert. I hardly know anything about it actually, but because this sale had so much like totes and totes and totes of yarn, I was pulling out the wool, the Angora, the cashmere. I also have some buffalo hair yarn too. Anything that looked interesting, I bought. And that's just me as a neophyte, really not knowing much about yarn. But anyway, This was something that I pulled out. I thought this looked quite interesting. Silky Wool by Elizabeth Lavold. And I sold 2 lots of this. I put 2 lots up, 8 skeins in each lot, so I sold both of these together for $100, which was really great. I think the value added here too is when you have this much of kind of a large amount of it and it's all the same dye lot, which this was. So great profit, totally in the profit on that sale. So this is just free money. This came with the dolls, although I didn't see any Annette Hempstead dolls, unfortunately, because these are very high-end items. So this is a catalog from 2003. I just did a buy it now for $9, sold it right away. Very easy item to photograph and ship. Look at these fun forks. I didn't do this, but I think somebody might have just done this. I mean, I don't think you bought this in a store or anything. I think somebody probably just bought these forks and then turned those other, tongs or fingers, if you will, down. Kind of fun, right? So I think these are my mom's, and I think she bought these for $1 or 2 at a yard sale, and we sold them for 15. I sold this 2-yard piece of fabric for $9. I did get a kind of large collection of fabric recently that I'm totally in the money on. I think I had 4 totes, and I think I still have 2 full totes left. So this is really fun to list. I love selling fabric just because I think it's pretty and I like handling it and stuff. So this was black with like kind of a metallic gold print on it in the musical theme, and I sold this for 9. Here is a plastic canvas kit. I bought this one at a yard sale because, yeah, why wouldn't you? Look at that super cool black cat with yellow eyes. Such a fun Halloween item. I paid $1 for this at a yard sale and I sold it for 15. I sold this Helen Kish doll last time, but this time what I'm just showing is that dress and her shoes, I think, too. Let's take a look. So just for this dress only, which was tagged, and those little pantaloons, and let's see if it is also the shoes and the socks. I think it is. Yeah, there's everything you get. The shoes, the socks, the dress, the little pantaloon things, and then it came with I think that's a necklace that says Riley. That's the name of that particular Helen Kish doll. There's the tag. So this came as part of the doll haul, in the money completely on this one. Sold this little dress and that little stuff for $35. These earrings are so awesome. They are Art Deco style. Of course, they're newer. They might be from the 80s. I'm not actually sure. I don't have much information on the company Fahrenheit. I mean, I think I did, but now I can't remember. These are really very cool clip-on earrings. Love those. Paid probably $1 or 2 for these at a yard sale, unless they were part of a lot, but I don't think so. Sold these for $21.99. Here's another Helen Kish doll outfit. This is not a very good picture because I couldn't figure out how to get her to hold the bunny, so I just put it on her shoulder, which looks sort of weird, but how adorable is that outfit? So somebody made this, obviously, and sold it, I think, for a bunch of money, and I think they may have been from Denmark because that's the envelope that it came in when we bought the doll collection. So this was for the dress, the underwear, socks, shoes, stuffed bunny, hat, and that little jacket. So adorable. Oh, and that there was a tiny, tiny rip on the sleeve right there, and I did that when I was trying to put her hand through it. I got her kind of finger through that thing. Anyway, I did, let everybody know that there was just a slight little thing. It just needed a couple stitches, no big deal. Totally in the money, of course, on the dolls and the yarn, and I sold this one for 29. Here's another lot of wool yarn. This one is Briggs and Little, Tuffy. And how many skeins? 5 skeins or hanks, all the same dye lot. I think this might have been a little bit underpriced because it sold within a half hour or an hour. Certainly not complaining. In the profit, sold this lot for $20. I'm completely in the money on all of my light switch covers too. And I also got doorbells and door knockers as well. So this is, I think, the last of my light switch covers. So I had a double one and a single one. Somebody wanted them both and they offered me $30 for both, which I took. And, yeah, completely in the money. These are very cool. The name brand is SPI, and they are solid brass, and I love them. I got these items for free. So these are 3, I think, unabridged audiobooks, and instead of being on CDs where you would have, like, 15 CDs in each or 20 CDs in each, there's only 1 disc because it's an MP3 disc. Not everybody can play these. I mean, most people, I think, have a CD player that is an MP3 compatible, even if it's just on their computer. So, didn't pay anything for them and sold this lot of 3 Diana Palmer audiobooks for $13. I bought this Gary Cooper DVD box set at a yard sale. I think I paid $3 for it. I was hoping that it was going to be valuable and out of print and everything else, but it wasn't. New and sealed, which is good. Sergeant York, yeah, some real classic old films right there. Sold that DVD set for 16. Here's a whole stack of 4K ultra high def DVDs. I have 15 of them here, and I sold these for $151. They look like they're brand new. I don't really know much about this type of DVD, other than it's like very high quality, and I think you need a special player to play them. I have another lot up this week too of another like 10 or 15 or something like that. I'm hoping to get a similar price. So this is awesome. Didn't pay anything. Sold these for 151. Here's another cute light switch cover. This one featured a crane, same name brand, SPI. I got a best offer on this one for $14, so pure profit on that. Before that customer bought me out on the Zodiac keychains, I sold this one for 10. Capricorn, that one's so great. And here's a Leo one that also sold for 10. And here is one that's the Bible that also sold for 10. It was sort of funny that all 3 of those sold within like 10 minutes of each other. And then I got the email from the person who wanted to buy all of them. I'm not really sure what that's about, but I am not complaining, that's for sure. Cassettes are collectible. Who remembers cassette tapes? My understanding is that they are selling again, and young people like cassette tapes, and you can find them in very cool, like, young people stores. Whoever thought these would come back? The sound quality is not great. Every time you play a cassette tape, it does lose a little bit of its sound quality because some of the particles apparently, like, break off or something like that. But this is the, Beach Boys, Christmas album, and I sold this one for 12. I think I got this at a yard sale for 50 cents or something like that, maybe 25 cents. I bought this Amazon DVD set at a yard sale for $1. It was new and still sealed. If you haven't seen the show Fleabag, you should check it out. It's pretty funny. Well, it's a little bit odd, but I really enjoyed it. Anyway, paid $1 for this, sold it for 10. I'm not exactly sure, but I think these may have been Emmy consideration DVDs. That's what it looked like, but it didn't say so, so not sure. I believe that I got this very rare Trifari patriotic brooch as part of a jewelry store haul where I bought a bunch of jewelry from somebody. I believe that's true. I did buy it now on this one. This is a very, very difficult to find item. I may have underpriced it a little bit, but that's fine. And I know the person who bought it from me. This is very, very cool. And I'm sure they could flip it for a nice big profit. But I'm really happy that I got this price. I actually on that haul, I some people know what I mean. Some people have probably watched it on my YouTube channel. I don't actually think I'm in the money yet, so I'm getting there. I think this I'm getting close to at least breaking even on that collection, and of course, I still have a lot of pieces from it still. Sold this one for $125. Trifari is always a great name brand to take a look at if you see that at a yard sale or a thrift store. You know, if it looks more ordinary, maybe not, but this one was clearly different and clearly from the 1940s, World War II era. Great price on that. I paid $1 for this little turtle at a yard sale. I don't usually buy Lenox items. They don't usually sell very well for me, but I couldn't resist. Just such a cute little turtle. How adorable. Just a little thing. The box had some problems right there where somebody mangled it to take that the price tag off or the tag off. Yeah, this sold for $29 in the day. Brand new in its box. Sold this one for 10. I have about 100 or so of these Artex or Tricam pictures to paint, and this is a good reminder that I really have to try to get on those. I only put a few of them up, but I think from that collection, I'm already in the profit, maybe 2 or $300, and I have so many more to sell. It's just about finding the time. You know how that goes. So this is cool. This is like a felt poster, and you have to have special paint to paint on this, but it came with the paperwork and the pattern, which is very, very important. So in the money on that whole collection and sold this little thing for $25. I got this Jim Shore Christmas tree ornament at the same sale where I got that Lennox turtle and that Hallmark Looney Tunes ornament. This one was a dollar too. It's called Silent Night. If I see Jim Shore stuff, I usually get it if it's priced right. Isn't that pretty? Paid a dollar, sold it for $14.99. Here's some more wool yarn that I sold. How pretty are these colors? This is Claudia hand painted yarn. I don't really know what hand painted yarn means, but I do see that I have quite a bit of it. Fingering weight. I have no idea what that means. It's very, very beautiful, however. So sold all three of those for $25. Betsy McCall is a very popular doll from, I think, from the 1950s. They're so cute, just little things. I have seen the vintage ones before, but the Robert Tonner company bought out the Betsy McCall company and many, many other companies too. Tonner is not in business anymore, but this was an adorable thing. I got this from the estate sale where I got the yarn and the dolls. How cute is that? It wasn't new in the box, but it was in beautiful shape in the original box. Just a little thing, just 8 inches tall. Sold this one pure profit, $37. Here's another Betsy McCall doll. This one is much taller. This one is 14 inches. How cute is the face, though? Look, it looks like it's porcelain. It's not, though. It's plastic, which is nice because you can't break it. Oh, that is so super cute. Of course, it's always great when it comes with the paperwork and the original box. And there's the mark, Betsy McCall by Robert Tonner, 1996. Cute item. You know, if I had the room, I would have hung on to this for longer and tried to get a better price, but I really don't like to mess around. I like to keep my merchandise getting sold instead of just getting stored. So sold this one for 27. Look at this little Betsy McCall. How cute is that dress? Now, this came with a bunch of different stuff. So we have the doll. You can see there it's jointed. See the jointed knees? And she has couple of outfits. And then that outfit also in the box, that pink dress. Now, there is an old doll there on the right, which I wrote, it's broken and it cannot be fixed. It wasn't just that the head had snapped off of her. It was that like the metal thing that you clip to the elastic was broke. It was really broken, unless somebody glues it. I don't know, but I was clear on that. Look how cute. And I think that outfit right there was called Rosebud. Yeah, Rosebud, but not everything is in there. I think that came with other stuff, and that was just the dress and the socks. So this one is also pure profit. $62 is what I sold that whole lot for. Here's another little Betsy McCall. Look at the dress and the purse and the little stuffed bunny. How adorable. Look at that. Love it. In really nice condition. No box, no socks, no shoes. Sold that one for 34. The Tonner Company also bought out Kitty Collier, which is another name brand. This one is a tiny Kitty Collier. This one's only 10 inches, but she's pretty glamorous in the box. She also came with that kind of fur wrap that actually felt like real fur. I'm sure it wasn't, but it felt like it. I took that picture so you can see there. Well, she has a necklace and diamond earrings. Well, rhinestone earrings, of course. And also like a pearl necklace there with some pearl earrings. Neat item. I don't know what year this one is from. Sold that one for 56. I got these melamine plates, I think at a yard sale. I can't remember. I think Tag Living is Target. But how cute are those? Look, they look like they're right out of the 1960s. Now, I thought these were going to sell for more, but that's okay. I'll take 13 for them. That's fine. Those are really fun. Of course, my picture's making it look discolored, but they weren't. They were, nice and white. Fun items. Sold those for 13. Here's a Helen Kish doll. So gorgeous. This one was 10 inches tall. Again, all hand painted. The marking is on the leg right there. I'm surprised I didn't take a close up of her face, but I guess I didn't. These are the clothes that she was wearing. I don't think that they are her original clothes, but they're still fun clothes. If you ever see a Helen Kish doll, you should buy it because they are quite collectible. Sold this one for $47.52. I bought this item at a yard sale for $10 and I sold it for 50. This is one of those blood pressure monitors, and you somehow it goes Bluetooth to your phone, to your iPhone or something, and it gives you the reading digitally. Pretty cool. Barely used in its box. So yeah, paid 10, sold it for 50. And I have one last thing. Look at this beautiful doll. This is, again, another Jean Marshall doll, just like that one that was missing its brown shoe. How glamorous. Wow. Look at the makeup and the jewelry and the dress. Take a look at the dress. That is so gorgeous. Whoa. Fantastic. So this one didn't have its box, but it did have its original stand, which is a nice thing. In the profit on that, sold that one for 60. That's it for this time. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me today. I hope if you're a seller, you might have gotten a few ideas on things you can find and flip for a profit on your own. Let me know what you think below. Hit the like button if you did like the video, and please consider subscribing to my channel. All right, thanks again so very much. I will catch you soon. Have a great day.